Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing about partial fraction. We have a question on the screen. We have to resolve into partial fraction. In partial fraction, we relate what we have at the numerator here with a and b. Then we factorize what we have at the denominator. So let's see what we have. We have this at the denominator, x squared plus 2x minus 3. In quadratic equation factorization method, with that we can use the idea to factorize what we have here. If you have not seen our video on quadratic equation factorization method, kindly check this YouTube channel. It is self-explanatory. So in factorization, you need two things. You need the product and the sum. Now for product, it means you are multiplying what you have at the extreme right and what you have at the extreme left together. So let's say for product, our product will be what? If you say 3 extreme right and left, 3 times x squared, the product will be what? Because there is minus here, so you consider the sign minus 3 and x squared. So our product will be minus 3x squared. It will be what? Minus 3x squared. Beautiful. Now, if our product is minus 3x squared, then our sum will be what is in the middle. What is in the middle? That is how to factorize in quadratic equation. So our sum will be what? 2x. Beautiful. Because it's plus that we have here. So with this now, we actually want to factorize what we have here so that we can continue our solution. It means you look for two numbers in which when you multiply those two numbers, it will give you minus 3x squared. That same number, when you add them, it will give you what? 2x. That's the meaning why we say it is product and sum. So let's get those two numbers. Awesome. So let's get to those two numbers. It is very easy. Just look for those two numbers. We'll say minus 1x and 3x. Then we'll test run it if we are correct. Though in mathematics there's nothing like minus 1x. If you want to say minus x, you say minus x. But just for explanation and for record purpose, because if you say x is still the same thing as 1x, so we say our numbers, we choose minus 1x and 3x. Okay, let's test run, because if you say minus 1x times 3x, that's for product, times, that's, let's take it one after the other. This minus is what we have here. So 1 times 3 is this 3 that we have here. X times x is this x squared. That means this is correct for product. Let's check for sum. Sum means we are adding those two numbers. So if you say minus 1 plus 3, or you say 3 minus 1, it will give you 2. So that's the reason why we have, okay, if you say 3x minus 1x, it will give you 2x. That means this our number is correct. So by so doing, we can use it to factorize what we have here. So since we have gotten our number, so let's quickly factorize. By implication, it means these two numbers, instead of putting what we have at the middle, we'll put this minus 1 and this plus 3. That's what we put there instead of. So that's the factorization we actually want to do. So let's quickly do that. Beautiful. So instead of having this number at the middle, we put our two numbers that we have actually looked for. So we say minus 1x. You can put minus x you are still correct. But because of just to simplify the explanation, x is still the same thing as 1x. So let me just put it, this minus 1x plus this 3x, that these two numbers we have actually looked for. So awesome. So having done that, so we just say, just bracket those two end like this and this. So this is actually explained in the quadratic equation, but because we need this factorization here, that's why I'm taking my time to explain it. So let's quickly see what we can do. Now, this is where the factorization comes in. So what is common between these two that we have here? These two, what is common here? X is actually common here. X is common here. So let's bring it out. Here and here, X is common. So if you have taken out X from these two, you'll be left with what? You have 2x here, you'll be left with 1 here. So minus, you've taken out x here, you'll be left with what? Just 1. So you can close the bracket. So plus, what is common here? You have 3 here, you have 3 here, so 3 is common. So you bring it out. If you have taken out your 3, what will be left here is x. Taking out 3 here, what will be left is 1. You will discover that what we have here, x minus 1, is still the same thing as what you have here, x minus 1. So you just take one of them. So you just say x minus 1. Just take, since x minus 1 and x minus 1 are the same, you just take it out. Then take this one outside, x plus 3. Because you have them outside, you just say x plus 3. X plus 3. So you have successfully factorized what you have here. So I've just taken my time to explain the factorization process. So let's quickly dive straight into solving what we have here. So this one is just to factorize. Not part of our deal, but just for us to know how we come about what we have here. So now that we have our factorization out, we can now work on this to buttress my point earlier. Beautiful. So with this now, we can now say, okay, let me put this here to explain what I'm actually saying. Beautiful. So now in partial fraction, what we'll do is to represent what you have here with A, and represent what you have here with B. Awesome. So now bring what you have actually factorized, this x plus 1 down here, then x plus 3. That's where we make use of this factorization. It is very key to understand these basics. Awesome. So we are now equating this our question. We have to resolve into partial fraction. So we have factorized what we have down here at the denominator here. So having done that, now having relate this and this, so we can say this one we can relate just for record purpose. Let's say this one is equation 1, just for record purpose, because we are still going to let's now focus our attention on this. We'll still come back to our equation 1 as the need arises. Now let's come back to this. With this, we can now say we have awesome. So beautiful. So with this now, let's now solve this fraction, because we look for the LCM. LCM of x minus 1 and x minus 3 is actually x minus 1. LCM of x minus 1 and x minus 3 is actually x minus 1, x plus 3 rather, x plus 3. Beautiful. That's the LCM of this. That's what we want to work on now. LCM of this and this. So how many times will x minus 1 goes in x minus 1, x minus 3? It's just like saying x minus 1 will cancel x minus 1, will be left with what? X plus 3. X plus 3 times a. So here we'll have our a into x plus 3. That's beautiful. Now we've been able to iron out this. So we'll go straight to this one. X minus 3 in x minus 1, x plus 3. So x plus 3 in x minus 1, x plus 3. It's just like saying x plus 3 will cancel x plus 3. So we'll be left with what? X minus 1. X minus 1 times b. So we now have b to multiply x minus 1. Awesome. So with this, we have look for the LCM of what we have here. So with this now, we can now relate this with our resolution of the partial fraction, which is this. So we've successfully been able to iron out this to be this. So let's, because we actually equate this and this, so we'll resolve this to be what we have here. So let's equate them back. Let's equate them back. Beautiful. So let's equate them back. We've been able to equate the two of them back. I'm sure you are following. So since this that we've equated here is still the same thing as what we have here now. This denominator that we have here, don't forget that it's still the same thing as what we resolve here. So we can now say, since this and this are the same, we can equate what we have up here. Don't forget that what we have down here is still the same thing as what we have here, because we actually factorize this. Okay, let's put it down there so that for record purpose. Beautiful. So since what we have here is still the same thing as because we actually factorize this to be this. Now since this and this are the same, this denominator are the same, we can also say we can equate our numerator. Okay, for record purpose, let's just put it down. So since the denominator are the same, so you can say since the denominator the denominator are the same, we can equate the numerator. We can equate the numerator. Awesome. So with this now, our denominator are the same. So let's equate the numerator. So the numerator is what? 11. We have 11 minus 3x, because we actually want to equate the what? The numerator. These are numerator on our right hand side. Let's see. Beautiful. Now, since this denominator is the same, so let's equate the numerator. Awesome. So for record purpose, let's say this one to equation 2. Awesome. Now what we are left with is to find the value of A and the value of B. The moment we are able to get the value of A and B, so we can impute those values in here. We can put them here. So we can put them here. Don't forget that we say this one is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. So to get the value of, let's get those value of A and B. So now to get the value of A, to get the value of A, we are going to use the fraction that belongs to A. The fraction that belongs to A. Now, this is our A part. In fact, let's come here. This is the fraction that belongs to A. X minus 1. Because we actually want to get the value of A. So we bring down x minus 1 equals 0. To get the value of A, bring the one that belongs to A. So if we transfer this minus 1 out, it will be plus 1. So we are left with x equals to 1. So we can now put x equal 1 into equation 2 to get the value of A. So you can now put x equals 1 into equation 2. Beautiful. So here's our equation 2. This is it. That means anywhere we see x, let's put 1 there. That's to get the value of A. Awesome. So we have x here. Let's put 1. We have x here. Let's put 1. We have x here. Let's put 1. Beautiful. So with this, we can now say 3 times 1 here will give us 3. 1 will give us 3. Now 1 plus 3 here will give us 4. So we are left with 4a. Awesome. 1 minus 1 here will give us 0, and anything times 0 will give us 0. 0 times b will give us 0. So we are left with this 11 minus 3 will give us 8. 11 minus 3 will give us what? 8. Awesome. So with this now, if we divide both sides by 4, divide both sides by 4, just to get the value of our a. Here you have your 8 divided by 4. You have your 4a divided by 4. Awesome. So with this, we can now say our 4 can cancel out 4. So now with this, we've gotten the value of our a to be what? To be 2, because 8 divided by 4 will give us what? 2. Awesome. So we've gotten the value of our a. Now to get the value of b, we go straight as usual to what we factorize for b, x plus 3. To get the value of b, we go straight to what we factorize for b, which is x plus 3. What? X plus 3. Awesome. So we equate it to what? To 0. So with that, if we bring out our 3 that we have here out, it will be what? Minus 3. So our x is now minus 3. Beautiful. In the same vein, we now put x equals into minus 3 in equation 2. To get our b, put x equals minus 3. Minus 3. Put x equals minus 3 in equation 2. So where is our equation 2? Awesome. Is here. That means anywhere we see x, we put minus 3. So here we have x here, we put minus 3, minus 3. We have x here, we put minus 3. We have x here, we put minus 3. Beautiful. Awesome. So with this, we can now say now let's open up what we have here. So minus 3 times minus 3. Minus times minus will give us what? Minus times minus here will give us plus. So 3 times 3 will give us 9. So by implication, it means here we now have plus 9. Awesome. Because minus times minus will give us plus 3 times 3 will give us 9. Now for here, minus 3 plus 3 will give us 0. Minus 3 plus 3 will give us 0. 0 times a will give us 0. So anything times 0 is 0. That means this one has gone. So we are left with this one. Minus 3 minus 1 will give us what? Minus 4. Minus 4 times b will give us what? Minus 4b. Minus 4b. Awesome. So with this, we can now say we have 11 plus 9 here will give us 20. 11 plus 9 will give us 20. Awesome. So we just divide both sides by what? By minus 4, so that we can get our b. We divide both sides by what? By minus 4, so that we can get our b. Awesome. Here we have 20. We want to divide by minus 4. Here we have minus 4b. We are dividing by what? Minus 4. Awesome. So with this, our minus can cancel our minus. Our 4 can cancel our 4. We'll be left with what? B. So that our B can now equal to 20 divided by minus 4. So definitely our result will be minus 20 divided by 4 will give us what? 5. Awesome. So we'll be able to get the value of our A and our B. We've been able to get the value of our A and our B. So all what we need to do now is to insert our A and B into equation 1. Don't forget that our equation 1, this is also equation 1 because they are the same. Looking at this, we're able to factorize this that we have here down here, so it is still the same. We're able to factorize this that we have down here, so anyhow you want to put it, you are still correct. So let's get our equation 1. Let's put our value of A and B into equation 1. Beautiful. Awesome. So with this now, what's our A? Our A, we've gotten the value of our A to be what? To be 2. And we've gotten the value of our B to be minus 5. Awesome. So we've been able to resolve into partial fraction. But looking at this minus 5 will definitely affect what we have, so we may not leave it this way. So let's just rewrite what we have here. Minus, because this minus will definitely come down here. Awesome. Awesome. Very easy. So we've been able to resolve into partial fraction. You can always pause, rewind this video for better clarification and understanding. If you have any question or any issue about any of our video, kindly drop a comment with us. We will appreciate it. We will reply as soon as we can. Help like this video and help us subscribe to this YouTube channel, My Simple Maths. And don't forget to press the notification bell so that you can receive notification from us whenever we post a new video.